Hey everybody, I'm Brandon Alter of The Spiritual Gaze. This is your weekly Cosmic Tarot forecast for Friday, October 16th, 2020. And we are in the new moon in Libra portal. So I really want to spend a couple minutes here before I even get to the card and talk about this new moon in Libra because she's a very special new moon. You know, new moons are when the sun and the moon meet up. It happens every month. Usually it's an opportunity for new beginnings. It's sweet, it's gentle, it's powerful. This new moon's a little different. This new moon's a little spicy. I always lovingly call Libra season pumpkin spice latte season because it's one, when the pumpkin spice lattes come, but also because Libra is the sign of like beauty and aesthetics, and nobody more than a Libra loves to pose with like a scarf and a pumpkin spice latte in front of some beautiful leaves changing color. But this pumpkin spice latte season is brought to you by Mercury and Scorpio, which means that things are a little spicy. That pumpkin spice latte is spiked with tequila. And so you can just feel the energy of this Libra season is more intense, it's more aggressive, and it's more serious than it might be in other years. And this new moon in Libra is no exception. So what's happening with this new moon in Libra is that the sun and the moon are together, and then they are squaring the Capricorn planets, so Saturn and Pluto. And so that is a stressful aspect. And then Saturn and Pluto are squaring Mars in Aries, which is opposing the sun and moon. So it's an intense little triangle of three cardinal signs, which means signs that want to initiate, that want to do things their own way, and they all have to collaborate. So let's just try and break it down here. So the sun and moon in Libra are basically saying like, who are the new people we need to partner with? What are the new ways that we can bring justice into the world? Libra's all about balance. Balance meaning like right relationship, consequences, equality. But then in Aries, Mars is like, what about me? You know, like I'm taking action for myself. So right now we can feel that balance between like myself and what I need to achieve and then the people I'm partnering with. And then the linchpin are those Saturn, Pluto, and Capricorn planets, which are basically saying like, this is why we can't have nice things. I've been kind of talking sort of pithily about how the dismantling of all the structures is basically saying like, this is why we can't have nice things, because you don't know how to take care of it. But basically we're being taught how to become the people that can take care of the nice things when they're brought to us. So what does this all mean? Well, it means we need to talk to Venus, because Libra is ruled by Venus. So the sun and the moon, this new moon is brought to you by Venus in Virgo. So Venus in Virgo is very practical, very pragmatic. Remember that Virgo is the sign of the harvest. And the harvest is when we, separate the chaff from the wheat. We figure out what can we use and what needs to be recycled. So this is a new moon that's really about letting go. This is a new moon that's starting processes of release and renewal. And sometimes letting go happens really fast, like you cut all your hair off or you put a bunch of the old books in Goodwill. And sometimes letting go is a slow process of unraveling. And that's what we're initiating. So it's a new moon around letting go. And underneath it all is this question like, who is the person that 2020 is pulling out of you? Who is the new version of yourself? And what sort of changes can you implement or institute to make sure that the old version of you doesn't come back? That's what this new moon is asking of us. And the card that really hammers this home is the Mother of Pentacles, which is one of those cards that to me like really speaks to Virgo energy. Mother of Pentacles is like the true mother of the deck. How do we take care of ourselves, like on a fundamental level? How do we get enough sleep? How do we get enough greens? How do we drink enough water? How do we make sure that we're really being good moms to ourselves? And so that really made me think about this Venus and Virgo component, which is basically making sure that the way we relate to ourselves and to other people is from a place of healing. Virgo is the great healer of the zodiac. And so we look at the Queen of Pentacles to ask, how am I being a good mom to myself, and where have I maybe not been such a good mom to myself? You are both the mother and the child, right? Like there's inner mommy, and then there's inner daddy, but we're not talking about them today. We're talking about inner mommy and inner baby. And how are they in relationship with each other? And how can this new moon in Libra be the beginning of that healthier relationship? And really keep in mind, what do I need to let go of? This relationship doesn't just start out of nowhere. It's been in progress. So how do we change? How do we adjust? How do we redistribute our resources internally and possibly externally in terms of how we're partnering with people, places, things, ideas, thought patterns, events? You know, I could go on and on, but I won't. So that we can be the best version of a mom to ourselves. When I teach the tarot, I talk about the Empress, who kind of is the card that the Queen of Pentacles answers to, right, as like true mother energy. And I say that what a true archetypal mother energy allows us is to feel the essence of this aspect, even if we didn't get it in life. So even if you didn't get a perfect true mother, that doesn't mean that you can't experience that energy and give it to yourself. So that's all to say that this week moving forwards, this is your opportunity, even though it's upside down, just turn it right side up and explore how you can be a good mom to yourself. And it might surprise you. Maybe that's the reversal. You might be resisting it. It might even be that like the ways that you used to take care of yourself no longer apply. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is. So if you're realizing that your old tricks aren't cutting it, ask that new moon what the new tricks are going to be. And then you'll know how to take care of yourself for the future, for all those pretty things that we're going to get, those nice things that we're going to get that we'll be able to take care of. Until next week, lots of love to you. Happy new moon. There's beauty, there's abundance, and there's a fuck ton of letting go. Let go, let goddess. See you next week.